Hello friends, hope all of you are in good health. Okay, today what we are going to see is our 146th video. Okay, this is the third part of the book review of the chapter 38. Okay, so already we have seen two chapters, already we have seen two parts of the same chapter in the form of two videos, 144 and 145. Okay, now this is the last part, and the title given to this chapter is The Secret of Renunciation. What renunciation, we have talked enough, and we have been seeing some examples of renunciation. So let us see what Swami Muktananda has to say more about this. Now we have seen in detail about the king going to the forest and all the story which happened after that. Okay, then all of a sudden he realized something, and then he came back to his kingdom and he started ruling the kingdom. Okay, what was that he realized? That is our $1 million question. Okay, what did he realize? See, he realized that nothing belongs to him, and so he need not renounce anything. This is the biggest secret of renunciation. So, what do we have to give away? Nothing. See, we have been created by the Creator, and if only we understand that whatever is happening in the world is the play of consciousness, that is, it is the play of the universe, or it is the play of the supernatural power, then there is nothing to renounce. Why should you give away something? Why should you forego something? There is nothing. Okay, what we need is the understanding. All that we need is the understanding that there is nothing to forego to achieve peace of mind, to achieve self-realization. We don't have to forego anything. Okay, so this is what he realized. The king realized, and the next minute he started walking back towards his kingdom. Okay, so here Muktananda says a few more things. Let us see quickly See, he is talking about the differences between the enlightened and the unenlightened people. Okay, see, both the sectors, both the people have to bear the consequences of their actions, of their karma. But the enlightened person knows that everything, whatever is happening in the world, is the play of Chitti, or it is the play of Kundalini, or it is the play of the Supreme Mother. Whereas the unenlightened, he weeps and fumes and fritters, complaining about the consequences. This is the only difference. An enlightened person lives in 100% awareness. What is he aware of? He is aware of the fact that whatever is happening is the play of the universe, the consciousness. Because the universe has its own consciousness and we have a part of it, that is what we possess as our own consciousness. And when our consciousness merges with that of the universe, then we become one with the universe. That gives you the immense blissful state. That gives you the Paramananda state. It is not the Ananda state. It is the Paramananda state. That is the height of blissfulness. And to achieve that, you don't have to give away something. You don't have to renounce anything. Okay, so this is the secret of renunciation. Are you getting my point? Okay. So, the enlightened person has no rebirth on the earth. If he is an enlightened person, he will not be born again on the earth. And he is not trapped in the worldly pleasures. He is not trapped in the worldly pleasures because he has understood the concept of life and he is eternally in ecstasy. That ecstasy is the blissfulness. He finds delight in the self, not in the senses. See, we go after the five senses. We go after our five sense organs for having pleasure. Whereas an enlightened person, he finds delight in the self, not in the senses. To worldly people, he appears as a normal person. An enlightened person. See, among us also there are some enlightened people. And they also live as we live. But then, what is the difference between him and the common people? See, to worldly people, he appears as a normal person. But he is always with the self. He is always with the self, the absolute. Always in constant awareness. That is, and living in constant awareness is his meditation. He doesn't have to sit and do meditation separately. Okay, so it cannot be interrupted even when he is busy with worldly affairs. He is in the world, he has to lead a life, so he is also like us. He is like one among us. But the thing is, he is having 100% awareness. Whereas we lack that. For ordinary people, see, we depend on the five senses for our enjoyment. Whereas for enlightened person, meditation is the source of enjoyment. Nothing else. Okay. So, for a yogi, everything is Brahma. So, all his actions are meditations. Because everything he is doing with awareness. Okay, so for a yogi, whatever happens is the gift of Chitti. That is her grace. Whatever happens, good or bad, whether he likes it or not, he understands that everything is the play of the consciousness, the universal consciousness. For others, everything is suffering. We suffer because we lack this we lack this understanding. We lack this wisdom. Now, see, the king realized that everything and all his relatives are the sources of happiness. He went to the forest in search of happiness, in search of peace. When you have peace, when you are in peace with yourself, you are happy. Okay, so the king left everything behind and went to the forest in search of peace of mind. Then he realized that everything, whatever he thought as intrusions for his peace of mind, are the sources of happiness. So all the people, his kingdom, his relatives, his family members, and all the citizens in his kingdom are all the sources of happiness. Then why should I run away from them? So what should you renounce? There is nothing to renounce. That is the greatest awakening. Okay. So he saw Jagadish, that is the Lord of universe, in everything. So wherever he goes, he is seeing nature, he is seeing other plants, he is seeing animals, he is seeing the river, mountains, forest, everything. In everything he is seeing Jagadish. Now he has fully realized the truth. Once you realize the truth, then that is what is self-realization. That is what is self-realization. Okay, so he understood that his peace of mind is within himself. Okay, and you also understand that the root cause of sadness is the differentiation. Like, this is mine, that is yours. Okay, mine is different, yours is different. Then such people only go through the birth-death cycle. Okay, and you know, fear is the worst enemy. As long as a person is having fear, then there is no self-realization for him. Okay, see, the ordinary fellow, he is like a fish feeling thirsty, though the fish is in the ocean. Okay, and that is happening because he lacks the grace of the Guru. Only if he has the grace of Guru, the Kundalini Shakti will be awakened and he will be led towards self-realization. Okay, so when his own Shakti is awakened, then the individual soul becomes the Supreme Shiva himself. He belongs to Shiva. He is in Shiva and he is Shiva. This is what I like very much in this. He belongs to Shiva, he is in Shiva and he is Shiva. Okay, so when there is so much of realization, when there is 100% awareness, when somebody is leading his or her life with 100% awareness, then he is the self-realized master. Okay, and see, this is why we are doing a lot of sadhanas, we are doing meditation, we are following mauna, we are trying our level best to become aware of everything that is happening around us. Mindful, we want to lead a mindful life. Again and again I am telling you, what is the meaning of mindfulness? Mindfulness is, it is not that the mind is full. Where your body and mind are in one place, or on one thing, or in one particular direction, then you are leading a mindful life. Mindful is where the body and the mind are in one place. Okay, please remember the definition. Because by leading a mindful life, by becoming aware of certain facts, we can become an enlightened master. Okay, only a few small things which you have to follow in day-to-day life. Okay, and I have put a lot of videos on how to attain mukti by following certain things in our day-to-day life. What are the things to be followed? Okay, self-love, Ho'oponopono, doing Ho'oponopono, forgiving, forgetting, 50% attachment, 50% detachment, for mindfulness, awareness, for each and every word I said now, I have published a video. So kindly go back and see. Okay, and when for an enlightened person, his mind is steady. So the prana becomes very pure. In all the 72,000 nadis, the prana is running in the proper way. Okay, and for such people, all his sicknesses are destroyed. And the fruit of meditation is, he is feeling Swargamaya samsara. Samsara is this worldly life, this mundane life, this materialistic life. But he is able to convert the same materialistic life into Swargam. Swargam means heaven. Swargamaya samsara. So, whenever you get some time, you please sit in silence, sit in meditation. Okay. And suppose you are very busy. If you are unable to do meditation during the daytime, then do it in the night before going to bed. Okay. So, and go to Yoga Nidra. Okay. So, if we contemplate ourselves, we are not demons, we are not gods, we are not animals, we are not plants. We will understand that we are the essence of perfection, because the Creator has created us. We did not create ourselves. Okay, so we are all the perfect souls. What we call as the Jivatma. See, the whole universe is having a consciousness. That is the Paramatma. And in each and every human being, you see a speck of that Paramatma, which we call it as Jivatma. You understand? So, we should have this basic idea or concept or understanding. And see, instead of having a differentiation mind, this is mine, that is yours. Okay, see, we always compare and contrast. Instead, if we reach a state where we feel that whatever we see around is also the reflection of myself, if we understand this much, and if we lead a life with 100% mindfulness and awareness, then that is heaven. So, what should you renounce in order to get peace of mind? No need to renounce anything. That is the secret of renunciation. No need to avoid anything. Okay, whatever God has given us, let us enjoy. Okay, that's what Swami Muktananda is advising us. And there is a book in the name Ashtavagra Gita. You might have heard about it, you might have read about it, and it is for those who have not read about Ashtavagra Gita. Ashtavakra was a man with 8 deformities in his body, and all these 8 deformities he got because of his curse from his father's curse. Okay. Anyway, we will leave all those things. Now, what is this Ashtavakra Gita? It is the conversation between the Ashtavakra and King Janaka. King Janaka was a yogi. He was ruling his country like anything, and all the people, all his citizens were very happy. But he also, after some time, he turned inwards. He went to the forest to do severe tapas, austerity. But very soon he realized the truth. And so after realizing the truth, he came back to his kingdom and he started sitting on his throne. And he started doing the same thing. So it is a normal thing for all of us to do. So the citizens of his kingdom, they did not see anything special in him after coming back from the forest. But the queen, who is always with the king, that is, queen is the most intimate relationship. So the queen is able to see some sea change in him. Okay, before going to the forest, he was a normal man. But after coming back from his from the forest, he has changed into a very peaceful person. That's what the queen observed in him, and she asked him, "How come you are so peaceful with yourself? Then he says, that is King Janaka says, "O Queen, the whole world is the self." And I have realized that. When this knowledge is revealed from within, enlightenment happens. So this has happened to me. So what should happen? See, the understanding that I am in no way different from the universe. That is the concept. Okay, but it should be revealed to us from within. Kindly underline this. See, Swami Muktananda has written elaborately on this. I am reading it. I am writing notes. I am talking to you. You are listening. So, there is so much of understanding for us. As for us, the secret of renunciation, or the meaning of self-realization, or attaining mukti, or getting enlightened, all these words mean the same, and we understand, isn't it? But when do you really become an enlightened person? When this secret is revealed to you from within. From within, the truth must be revealed to you. The truth must be revealed to us from the heart. Okay, that is the time you say you get enlightened. So now what we have, see, we are far, far, far better than, say, the 95% of the population who doesn't care about all these things. What is enlightenment? What is self-realization? 95%, more than 95% is after the worldly pleasures, whereas a few people like us are after mukti, isn't it? So, see, that is why we are doing a lot of sadhana, we are observing silence, we are doing meditation, because these are the things which lead us to the utmost understanding and peace of mind. What is the understanding? I am everywhere. I am a part of the universe. The universe is within me. So that sort of feeling must come from within. The day you get this feeling from the core of the heart, then you say you are a self-realized person, not otherwise. What we understand is the bookish knowledge. It is only the knowledge. When the knowledge is converted into wisdom, then you are a wise person. Then you become an enlightened person. And what is the secret of renunciation? You understand that there is nothing to renounce. That is what is required. Okay. So, O Queen, King Janaka is telling, I am the self. All this is my creative energy. So, whether you see up or down or in all four directions, outside or inside, you understand that you are a part of the universe. Okay. And slowly you say you become the universe. So that gives you the boundless joy. Okay, there is no differentiation like mine and yours. As long as you have this duality, there is no peace of mind. There is no salvation. Okay, and the mind becomes active when it exists separately. What do you mean by existing separately? That is, mind is working as a separate entity and soul is working as a separate entity. Only then, because of that only, the samsara, the bondage, is created in the materialistic life. But, if you yourself understand that you are vibrating in the whole universe, then if you become one with the universe, then the mind stops all its playfulness, it stops its activity, and the mind is getting enlightened, and so it gets into the ecstatic feeling, or it gets into the Satchidanandam state. So what is Satchidanandam state? Blissfulness. And when will you get blissfulness? If you are aware of the oneness. If you are aware that the soul within you is in no way different from the other souls inside the other bodies. So these are all the important points which you have to remember, and we cannot write it in a piece of paper and put it inside our, cut open the heart and put it inside. It should come from within. That is the meaning of the grace of God. So, though we understand it, see, we are far, far better than the 95-96% of the people who don't care about spirituality. They don't want any of these things. Compared to those people, we are far, far better. But still, have we become like Mahans and Yogis and Rishis? Not at all. And what are the things we should follow? Say, I have put some separately 10 videos on the tips to get mukti. Kindly go through those videos again and again. Okay, so the mind becomes active when it exists separately from the self, and this creates samsara. And so if you see yourself vibrating in the whole universe, then the mind stops its activity and the mind enters into a Satchidanandam state. That is the awareness of the oneness. The awareness of the oneness, which is nothing but the Parabrahma or Lord Shiva or the Kundalini Shakti or the Mahashakti, which is behind the working of all the people who are created by her. She has created everyone, isn't it? And we understand that what we have inside each one of us has is the Jivatma, a small speck of the Atma, which is a part of the bigger Atma. What is the bigger Atma? That is the consciousness of the universe. So, the day when you become one with the universe, then you attain mukti. Okay, and what are the things which are required to attain mukti? First thing is silence. We should reduce our talking, we should reduce all our unwanted activities, and then when the body becomes calm and healthy, the mind also becomes calm and healthy. Okay, so see, and you may have a doubt. For whom is the enlightenment? Is it for the soul or for the Atma, Jivatma? The enlightenment is for the Jivatma, not for the soul. You understand? So, all these things must be given to us by the grace of God, by the grace of Guru. Only then we become enlightened. I hope I have made myself clear in this. So this is what Swami Muktananda has to say in the chapter, The Secret of Renunciation. Now you tell me, what is the secret of renunciation? Do we have to, what are the list? What are the things which are in the list to be renounced? Nothing. You don't have to renounce anything. All that we are expected to live is understand that everything is the play of consciousness, or everything is the play of the universe, and we are all like puppets in the puppet show. Okay, and try to lead a mindful life, try to lead a life with 100% awareness. You also understand that there is nothing to renounce. God has created us, and whatever has been created, it is for us to enjoy. Okay, so you don't have to renounce anything in order to get self-realized. I hope I have made it very clear. This is what Muktananda has to say. Okay, and those who can read English properly, those who have, even if you don't have the reading habit, doesn't matter, kindly go for a copy of this book, Play of Consciousness, and please read verbatim, word by word. And now that you have listened to my videos, reading the book will be much more fun, and it will increase your understanding like anything. Okay, you will be shifted from the area of knowledge to the area of wisdom. So if possible, kindly get a copy of this and start reading and start following. That is what is more important. Okay, I hope you understand this. Let's see in the next video. We will start a fresh chapter. Till then, stay blessed.